Corralled in by the Grizz. That's Jack Margetson at the bottom of that pile winning the face-off for the boys in brown and black. Dust settles, that's Noah Buck, and he flips it over. Grizzlies on the attack. Pinchin works it over. Manarino, who works that down low to 19. That's Doughty. Doughty throws it across. Denon Armstrong with it now. Makes a move in the high slot. Shot on. Great save. Okino. Long lead pass. There was a guy home, but it looks like he might have hopped onto the turf a little too quick. 2 minutes. Illegal substitution, the call. That's going to be Xander Quebeca headed to the box to serve his sentence for his team. Grizzlies on the power play. Kyle Brunch going to get things started. Last week, Kyle Brunch, kind of one of the offensive starters, if you will. They were missing him, but not too much. Grizzlies got the dub. Now with him back in the lineup, let's see. Baker, Armstrong, right back to him. Baker looking across, finds his man, and Doughty. Doughty throws it up top. Man, shot on. Good save. Excuse me. That was Morimatsu. Breaking back the other way. Now it's 32. That's Cam Squarick. He's got some room. Nice little check in behind. Great defense by the Grizz as they showed off the foot speed to thwart that attack. Softball penalty, kind of push in the back. Nobody to the box, no harm, no foul. Play goes on. Grizzlies, the other way. Coming up on the halfway mark in this power play. Grizzlies looking to generate some offense. Armstrong, Morimatsu, shot on. Okino not fooled. Quick shot on his right side and blocked it into the corner. Ball went out of play there. We'll get things started. Brunch, Morimatsu, right back to him. Brunch, Armstrong, down low for Baker. Baker, back to Armstrong. Brunch, and the high slot. Brunch, a little room, finds Denon Armstrong, cycles in, shot on. Okino, the save, rebound. Kind of took a bounce off Abrams, but Okino's right there to pick it up. Looking for a guy off the bench, just out of his reach. Goalies play a little back and forth. Speaking of checking in the game, it's Boris Maximenko making his first start for the Grizzlies. On the other side, it's Okino between the pipes for the Blackfish. Armstrong and Baker throwing it back and forth for Brunch in the high slot. Back to Armstrong, who works it to Baker. Armstrong, Brunch. Quick little pass across for Baker. He can't quite collect it in. 15 seconds on the power play. Shot on Okino, the save. Brunch in behind the net. Scoops that one up. Grizzlies maintain possession. Shot on Morimatsu. Draws first blood as the Grizzlies strike first. Capitalizing on the power play. Seconds remain. Relentless attack by the Grizz. Kind of kept going there with a long shot on by Baker. Okino made the save, but Brunch kind of came in behind the net, scooped it up, maintained that possession. Allowed the Grizzlies to stay on the attack. Brunch, head up play. Found Morimatsu. Had a little bit of room to operate. Shoot, scores. Jack Margetson. Initially, I think might have won that back to his side, but it's Kellner who scooped it up for the Blackfish. Here they come. That's Watson up along the far side. Giving the Blackfish a chance to bring on the killers. Malott on the far side now, excuse me. Malott shot on, good save. Maximenko. He'll throw that one up. Grizzlies take it the other way. That's Josh Kelly. He'll throw that one back. Finds his man in Gurney. Excuse me, no, that was Pinchin. Brunch cycles it back to Pinchin. Pinchin makes a move. Little room, shot on, can't find the mark. Ball takes a hard bounce off the back of the net. So it's going to be over and back. Blackfish going to set up on the attack. Set to lead the charge, that's Curtis Shum. He's got it up along the far side. Throws that one back from Malott, right back to him. Shum tries to make a move inside. Cycles around, Henning. Finds Watson. Watson makes a move to the outside. Still with it, back to Henning. Nobody home, though. Scooped up by the Blackfish. They'll maintain possession. Murphy threw it down there for Shum. He's got it. Sharp angle shot, Boris. Maximenko, though, stands tall for the Grizz. Rollins works it up. Grizzlies now on the attack. Denon Armstrong along the short side. Makes a move to the high slot. He's still got it. Fires across from Morimatsu. Little room shot on. Okino the save. And he scoops up that rebound. He'll check that one down. Kind of pickpocketed there. Ethan Quinn couldn't quite handle that pass in from Okino. And right there's Baker. So Grizzlies on the attack. Grizzlies. Schuster across the way for Baker. Baker, sharp angle shot. Okino the save. Okino looking up. Long lead pass there. Out of the reach of Gurney, but he scoops it up anyways. Gurney up along the short side. He fires that one back. For number 7, that's Andre. Andre across the way for 14, Vanachuk. Working it around now. Finds its way back to Andre. Steps into it, can't find the mark. Absolute howitzer, but it was about a half inch above the crossbar. Grizzlies trying to take it the other way, just out of the reach of Jack Margetson. He might have had a chance there at a breakaway, but we'll never know. Blackfish now on the attack. That's Laszlo Henning. Henning feeds inside for Watson. Primetime real estate, but they say crease violation. Number 22 now has a LaBerge. He'll work that one back to Armstrong, who loses it momentarily, but scoops it up. No harm, no foul. Denon Armstrong up on the short side. He makes a move. He'll tag up, though. Fires it back up top. Long shot on. Scores. Vaughn Pinkston steps into that one and beats Aquino. Now, despite what your teleprompter and screen might say, it is 2-0 for the Grizz, not 1-1. We'll get that one sorted. A little bit of an administration error. Grizzlies double up. 2-0 so far in this one. Just under 6 minutes have passed through this first quarter of action. Grizzlies in the lead, 2-0. And they're on the attack. Morimatsu up along the far side, finds the trailer in Brunch. Brunch, Baker. Baker up along the short side. Baker makes a move, fires it across. Morimatsu still with it. Shot on, hit the post. Oh my, he beat Aquino, but not the iron. Somehow, some way, Newton's laws of physics favor the Blackfish. Speaking of, here they come the other way. Ball finds its way to Connor Watson. Watson fires that one across for number 14, Vanachuk. Working it down low to Malott. Malott makes a move, powering his way to the net, but can't quite find the mark. Watson scoops up the rebound. 3 seconds on the shot clock. Long shot on. Maximenko with the save. Ladies and gentlemen, I don't know if you can tell, but that might be my new favorite name in the ALL West. Boris Maximenko. Denon Armstrong, though, takes it the other way for the Grizz. He's got it. He'll tag out, little spin move there. Makes a move, shot on. Good save, Aquino. Rebound. That one's corralled in by Quebeca. Little back check by the Grizz. Ball ended up on their end. Scooped up now. That's Manorino. Fire that one up for Pinchon Vaughn, who finds Denon Armstrong. Armstrong retreats briefly to get some room. Fires that one across for Brunch. Kyle Brunch makes a move. Backhand feed. Shot on. Oh my. What a hit there by Gurney. Laying the thumb down on Doughty. Conrad Swearick in the box for the Blackfish. They'll be without one of their big defenders on the back end. Can the Grizzlies extend the lead, or can the Blackfish right the ship? Here we go. Brunch, Armstrong, Baker, back to him. Grizzlies trying to find that angle of attack. Brunch steps into that one. Aquino with the save, though. Able to steer that one to the right corner. Morimatsu scooped it up, though. Grizz on the attack. Armstrong still with it. Shot on Aquino. Rebound. Another save. My, oh my. Aquino with bat-like reflexes. Aquino sharp on those two quick chances. Morimatsu shot on, good save. Ball kind of skipped off the turf, off Aquino, and then out of play. Grizzlies back on the attack. Relentless in their pressure. Aquino somehow kept that one out. Another great save. Taking it the other way now is Kellner. He's got a man with him. He finds his man in Cam Squarick. Shot on, scores! Look at that. One Squarick in the box and the other on the score sheet. That's one way to cover for your family. Short-handed goal. Number 32, Cam Squarick gets it done for the Blackfish as they cut the lead in half. Quebeca and Marginson in the circle. Who wins? Oh my. Talk about one way to use your head. Great face-off win there by Jack Marginson. He's doing very well in the draw so far. Baker, Armstrong finds Brunch. Armstrong, Kyle Brunch, looking. Offloads to Armstrong. Armstrong, little move there. Ball kind of skipped off the turf. And out of play. Ruled that the clock had gone. So it's Blackfish ball. Connor Watson on the attack. He fires that one across for Laszlo Henning. Right back to Watson. Watson works it across. That's Andre, long shot on. Boris Maximenko made the save, scooped up by Andre, who finds Henning, who works that one over to number 23, that's Shum. Shum threw it across for Henning, who's got up along the short side. Passes to Shum on the backdoor chance. Good save, Maximenko, though. He scoops that one up, and he'll check that one down. Little bounce pass there. Mog, the recipient, he fires that back to Manorino. Manorino still with it. Cycles to the open space up along the far side. Manorino steps into that one, can't find the mark. Rebound, scooped up, that's number 21. Shot on Pinchin, but couldn't quite get it cleanly. Kellner breaks through. Kellner to Squarick. Squarick's gonna flip that one for Malott. Blackfish bring on the attack. Here they come. Malott kind of faked the flip, to Henning. Kept it anyways. Henning now with it. Laszlo Henning drops back for Connor Watson. Quick little pass there. Another one. Nifty passing, but time not on their side. Blackfish seconds away from maybe something beautiful. But Father Time, undefeated. Armstrong with it now. He's got a little room. Kind of powering his way through. He'll tag up. Offloads it to Doughty. Doughty works it across for Brunch. Little back step there. Brunch trying to feed Doughty down low on the kind of the pick and roll. Wraparound attempt. Great save, though. Aquino slides across the way to make the save. Down the other way. Little feed in front, shot on. Malott turned aside. Little flip there. Blackfish on the attack. Working it around. Still with it. Single digits on the shot clock now. Watson steps into that. Good save. Maximenko. Long lead pass. They connect. Buchan. Gonna throw that one back for Manarino. Manarino with it now. Fires that one across for Morimatsu. For Brunch. Brunch, a little room. Shrugs off a check there. Fires it across for Baker. Baker, spin move. Tags up. Still with it. Shot on, scores. Great individual effort there. Aiden Baker. Took the feed from Brunch. Faked like he was going in. Stepped back. Wrapped around. Spin move. Then finishes. You kidding me? How about that? Aiden Baker, ladies and gentlemen. Great solo effort by number 14. Face off now. It's in there somewhere. Jack Margetson, again, standing on his head to win that face-off. You gotta love the effort. You gotta love the heart. Manarino with it now. Fires that one across for Brunch. Brunch makes a move. Tags up, gets a little bit of a pick there. Fires that one across. Armstrong. Low shot on Brunch, scores through traffic, finds the twine. And the offensive onslaught continues for the Grizz as they've now put up 4 goals in the first period of action. This defensive team last year has really taken a step in the offensive direction. And they've kept kind of that defensive culture as well. Grizzlies putting together a great season so far. Face-off still up for grabs. A little overzealous there on the part of number 7, Jack Margetson. So the Blackfish awarded possession. Henning now with it. Trying to muscle his way in. Throws that one over for Murphy, who finds Malott. Malott fires that one across for Henning. Henning makes a move to the outside. Shot on. Scores! Through traffic. Laszlo Henning beats Maximenko up along the far side. Twine ripples. It's 4-2. The Blackfish strike right back as they are right in this one. A little bit of a hard takedown there off the draw, some physical stuff. Looks like we've got a delayed penalty. So Aquino heads to the bench as the Blackfish bring on the extra attacker. Henning. Backhand feed for Watson. Watson steps into that one. Can't quite find the mark. 5 seconds on the shot clock. Long shot by Malott. Just made the save. Little rebound there. But he comes down and gets that one. Looks like it's going to be Jack Margetson headed to the box here. Kind of on that rough takedown off the draw. 2 minutes holding the call. So the Blackfish going to get their first power play of the game. We've got about, what is it now? It's about 7 seconds separating the power play from the remainder of the game. So for the remainder of this quarter, Blackfish on the power play. Shot on. Can't quite find the mark. Watson scoops it up, keeps it in. Blackfish on the attack. Henning, low shot on. Maximenko kind of looked behind him, but he kept the ball in front. Final 60 seconds of this first quarter of action. Just out of the reach of Morimatsu, kind of got off the boards and made a quick little chance anyways. Watson now the other way for the Blackfish. Fires that one across from Malott. A little bit of miscomm there, but he scoops it up off the boards. Malott, Watson, backhand feed though, shot on by Murphy. Good save, Matsumenko. Throwing that one up for Mogg, but good back check by Watson. Showing off the two-way game from number 9. Working it on the attack. Malott, backhand feed. Shot on there, 14, they score, that's Vanachuk. Austin Vanachuk, now Blackfish rookie, earning his stripes. With seconds to go in this first quarter of action, Austin Vanachuk brings the Blackfish within 1. Face off now. Quebeca Margetson. My oh my, these face-offs are battles of will. 15 minutes has been a reset on the clock. Action starts now. Quebeca wins that one. So Blackfish gonna start out with it. Murphy, Andre, back to Murphy, Blackfish. Trying to find that, oh sorry, that's Vanishing, excuse me. Watson fires it up top. Malott shot on, goes aerial. Oh, and the refs say the crease was violated. Couldn't quite toe the line. Blackfish inches away from drawing even. Morimatsu the other way with it now. Shot on, Okino not fooled. Throws that one up for Ryan Jensen. Loses it momentarily, but scoops it up. Ethan Malott. Good feed there, intended for Watson, but they couldn't quite connect. Noah Buchan wasting no time. Takes that one up through neutral territory. He's gonna tag up just outside the offensive zone. He'll flip that one up for Brunch. Brunch has got a goal to his name already. So does Morimatsu. Dowdy with it now. Works that one across. Armstrong with a head of steam. Shot on. Okino the save. Rebound. Quebeca, the inside track, kind of swatted at it and missed. Denon Armstrong. Ooh, the refs say a little overzealous on the check from behind. Softball penalty. Possession awarded to the Blackfish. Quebeca works that one up for Henning. Watson right back to him. Henning for Vanachuk. Vanachuk, Henning fires that one down low to Shum. Couldn't quite hit the mark. Clock expiring now. Henning just gonna kind of lob that one in the corner. Billy Rollins, first man on the case. Throws that one up for Mogg. Mogg with it. Across the way for Armstrong. Delayed penalty here. Looks like it's gonna be cross-checking. Justin Gurney, the culprit. 2 minutes, cross-checking. Pleads his case, but falls on deaf ears. Couldn't help but crack a smile there. Gurney knew. Thought he'd plead anyways. Morimatsu, Dowdy right back to him. Dowdy in the office, finds Baker, who finds Armstrong. Fires that one across center for Dowdy. Picked off by Squarick though, the big man. Comes rumbling down, trying to find his teammate there, but Brunch heads up play. Brunch tags up in the neutral zone. Manarino and Baker come on for the Grizz now. That's Morimatsu with it. Brunch. Low shot on. Hit a man in front though and skips behind the Blackfish net. Manarino trying to get that one. It's in the feet somewhere. Back over. Against Aquino, I believe. Yes, so it will be the Grizzlies' ball. Fresh 30 on the clock. Armstrong, Baker, back to him. Baker, across the way from Manarino. Fakes the pass to Baker, then Norimatsu. Finds Brunch, low shot on. Rebound right back to him. Armstrong with it again. Brunch and Armstrong back and forth. Brunch shot on, blocked in front. Okino scooped it up. Long lead pass. Looking to connect, they do. That's Abrams. He's got a little room now. Great back check by Morimatsu, though. Great defensive play from the offensive player. Morimatsu showing off the two-way game. Armstrong and Brunch. Across the way, finds Baker, shot on. Can't quite find the mark. Brunch keeps it in though. Single digits on the shot clock now. Grizzlies gotta hurry. Out of the reach of Baker there. Blackfish with it now. Out of the box is Gurney. So it's even strength. Blackfish kill that one off as they try to knot this one up at 4 apiece. Malott with it now. Stutter step in the high slot. He's got a little room now. Backhand feed. Looking for Watson, but that one's broken up by Lewis. Lewis gonna tag up. Fires it down low. Dowdy right back to him. Shot on. Lewis to save. Rebound in front of Aquino. He kind of skipped away to the right side corner. Dowdy. Excuse me, no, that's Mogg. Mogg has it. Fires that one across for Armstrong. Armstrong. Long shot on. Blocked in front, though. I believe that one hit a Blackfish player. Picked off, though, by Armstrong. Oh, it hit the crossbar and somehow stayed out. Denon Armstrong kind of picked that one off as the Blackfish were looking to move the ball up. That's a dangerous player you want to give a high-scoring chance to. Baker throws that one across. Grizzlies working it around. Morimatsu low shot on. Aquino not fooled. Back to him, though. In front. Aquino shuts the door. They're saying it's a check from behind, though. So possession going to stay in the Grizzlies' favor. Brunch with it now. Makes a move to the high slot. Shot in front. Blocked in front. I believe that was Camp Square who got in front of that one. Brunch stayed with it, though. Long shot on Armstrong. Can't find the mark. Ball takes a high bounce and out of play. A little bit of a miscommunication on the Blackfish players. A little slow to get their attackers out, but they've got the right personnel out now. Watson finds Andre. Andre still with it. Feeds in front. Vanacek, good save though. And Boris Maximenko. Billy Rollins scoops that one out of the pile. Grizzlies work it up. Finds its way to Josh Kelly. Flies that one to Denon Armstrong. For Baker. Baker with it now. A backhand feed for Armstrong. Shot on. Aquino the save. Rebound. Far side boards. I believe Baker has it. He does. Passes that one back to Armstrong. Morimatsu quickly works that one over to Manarino. Manarino with it now. Back step. Fires across. Shot on. That's Von Pinchin. Aquino made the save. A couple quick goals Aquino let in the first quarter of action, but he seems to be settling in. Morimatsu, chance there. Aquino turned him aside. Here come the Blackfish the other way. Primus throws that up for Watson. Watson works that one over to Shum. Shum for Malott. Malott for Andre. Back to Malott. Malott, a little bit of room to operate. Shot on. Great save, Boris. Maximenko took it right off the dome. One way to use your head, ladies and gentlemen. Long lead pass intended for Jack Margetson. He didn't see it to the last minute. Ball's gonna find its way all the way to the Blackfish end. Taking it the other way now is number 21. That's Gurney. Gurney's gonna tag up. Look for some reinforcements, he finds it. In Cam Squarick, who finds it to Malott. Malott fires that one across for Vanachuk, back to Malott. Malott, little room now, shot on, scores! Ethan Malott, number 4. Mesh ripples to tie it up at 4. It's 4-all. Grizzlies came out of the gate hot. 2 quick goals, Blackfish got 1, Grizzlies went up again 3-1. Blackfish battled back. And now all of a sudden, ladies and gentlemen, it's tied up at 4 apiece. Face off won by Quebec. Blackfish on the attack. Leading the charge, that's Conrad Square. He's gonna throw that one across. Blackfish on the attack. Henning with it now. He's got a little room. Shot on. Couldn't quite find the mark. Ball bounces into the rafters. Ref's going to allow the play to go on. Well, that'll do it for our mid-quarter timeout. We'll be back. Batterito. Morimatsu finds Brunch. Brunch with it now. Morimatsu. Feed there for Denon Armstrong, but they can't quite connect. They maintain possession though, fires it back. Morimatsu kind of batted that one towards Brunch. Grizzlies somehow maintain possession through that all. Ball takes a high bounce and out. Wasting no time is Aquino. He'll throw that one up. Blackfish on the attack now. Malott. He's got it up along the short side. Malott. Across the way for Watson. Makes a move. Shot on. Can't find the mark. Ball takes a high bounce off the back to Vanachuk, who feeds down low for Henning. Shot on. Hit the iron. LeBerge with it now. Works it up for Quinn. Shot on. Good save, Aquino. Ethan Quinn almost had a breakaway opportunity there, but Aquino was up for the task. Turned him aside. Manarino works that one over for Doughty. Shot on. No, excuse me, that's Quinn still out there. It's a long shift for number 8. Aquino looking for the long lead pass. They connect. That's Watson trying to power his way in. Still with it. Doughty and Rollins. Now Quinn gets in on it. Good defense from the Grizzlies to kind of reset that. Connor Watson, very dangerous with the ball in the offensive zone. So heads up play by the Grizz to kind of thwart that one aside. Henning, long shot on, can't find the mark. Finds its way to Vanachuk, works it down low for Henning. The quick little feed in front there for Shum. Somehow the ball stayed out of the net though. Going back the other way now, that's Caden Doughty. He's got some help with him. Lewis, who finds Morimatsu off the bench, but Aquino the save. Aquino flips that one up for Cam Squarick. Squarick with it now. Malott. Malott to Watson. Connor Watson directs a little traffic. Fires it back to Malott. Vanachuk. Vanachuk with it now. Works it down low to Malott. Malott in front, nobody home. Ball bounces off the back of Quinn, scooped up by Jack Margetson, who still has it. Long lead pass up for Mogg. He's got LeBerge with him. Mogg keeps it though. Shot on, can't quite find the mark. Ball takes a hard bounce off the back of the Blackfish end. And here they come. Shot on. Good save, Maximenko. somehow shut the door there. Gurney with a golden opportunity, but Boris Maximenko up for the task. Wasting no time the other way. Josh Kelly, my goodness, ladies and gentlemen, you look down 1 second at your roster sheet and you just might miss it. Josh Kelly. What a goal. Grizzlies back in front, 5-4. Nothing too fancy about that one. He just came in, low shot on the far corner. Down low, bang. Mesh ripples. Grizzlies back in front. A little overzealous on the draw by Quebeca. So Grizzlies awarded possession. Looking to build on the 1-goal lead. Brunch fires that one across for Doughty. Who works that one back up for Brunch. Works it quickly to Morimatsu. Morimatsu shot on. Okino the save, rebound. It's in there somewhere. Might have changed possession 4 or 5 times. But it's Okino who comes out with it. Blackfish in control. Primus fires that one over for Vanacek. Works that one over for Andre. Andre tries to make a move. Billy Rollins step for step right there with him though. A good block by Doughty, then Rollins scoops it up. Rollins looking for somebody down there. That's Armstrong with him, but he'll tag up. Flips that one to Manarino. Gonna allow the Grizzlies to bring on the attack. Here they come. Brunch, long shot on. Howitzer, but couldn't quite find the mark. Over and back. So it's gonna be Blackfish ball. Maximenko helping out the ref there with a little flip. Here come the Blackfish. On the attack, that's Curtis Shum. Watson works it for Vanacek. Vanacek. Watson, shot on, good save. Rebound though, scooped up by Vanacek. Oh no, scores! Maximenko, I think he thought he might have had that one in his padding somewhere. Unlucky on the favor of Maximenko, but quite lucky and fortuitous for Vanacek, who kind of realizes a little bit of confusion. They don't know where the ball is. Guess what? It's in Vanacek's stick. Bang! Blackfish. Score! 5 apiece. Here we go. Both these teams making the case as to why they should be the only remaining undefeated squad in the ALL West, played right here at the Langley Event Center. Ball kind of skipped out of play. Souvenir for a lucky fan. Blackfish on the attack. Primus kind of flips that one for Shum. Curtis Shum works that one for Malott. Andre down low for Vanacek. Watson makes a move, shot on the save, scooped up by Buchan. Buchan powering his way through. Shum trying to lay the hurt on him, but Buchan says, "Excuse me." Coming through. Mogg on the attack. Looking for some reinforcements. Finds Brunch off the bench. Works that one over quickly to Armstrong. Final 60 seconds remain in this first. Okino, long shot on there by Armstrong. He made the save. Okino looks downfield. Finds Malott, who finds Henning all alone. Scores! Laszlo Henning and the Blackfish with their first lead of the game. My, oh my. I tell you, there are about 2 guys that I would not want all alone on my goalkeeper. And Ethan Malott and Laszlo Henning fit the bill. My, oh my. kind of the two offensive powerhouses on that team all alone. Watch out. Blackfish now on the attack. Shum, sharp angle shot there. Maximenko not fooled. 30 seconds now. Half minute remain. 5 seconds separate the shot clock from the game clock. Grizzlies gonna have one, maybe two more opportunities. Let's see what they can do here. Working it around. It's the Grizzlies on the attack. Armstrong with it now. Fires that one over. Morimatsu. Armstrong, shot on, scores! Denon Armstrong with a howitzer. Finds its way through traffic and beats Aquino. What a goal. My, oh my. 6 apiece. Who knows, ladies and gentlemen, this could be our championship preview. The way these two teams are playing, it just might be so. Still early in the season. Too early to call. Face off. Won by the Blackfish. Scooped up by Margetson, but that'll do it. 6 apiece through 2. When we come back, we'll get set to bring you the rest of the game. Opening draw of the second half underway. Looks like Quebeca might have almost won that one, but Jack Margetson, clever use of the stick to kind of bat that towards his net. Back over against Maximenko. So it's Blackfish ball. Henning has that one now. Little backstep there. Fires that one down low from Milan. Excuse me, no, that's Vanachuk. Vanachuk throws that one across. Watson shot on. Maximenko dove across his net to keep that one out. Coming the other way now, it's the Grizz. That's Buchan. Buchan with it, shot on. Couldn't quite find the mark. Ball takes a high bounce off the ceiling and back in play. Kellner, first man on the case. Flips that one up for Henning. Laszlo Henning. Watson. Watson feeds down low for Vanachuk. Couldn't quite toe the line though, crease violation. Maximenko looked like he was gonna keep that one out anyways. Grizzlies the other way, LeBerge. Throws that one back up for Armstrong. Armstrong up along the short side. Denon Armstrong fires it up top. Baker, Morimatsu, shot on. Couldn't quite get through. Doughty picks that one up. Single digits on the shot clock now. Doughty with a little room, shot on. Aquino, the save. Steers that one aside and out of play. Gonna be Grizzlies ball, fresh 20 seconds on the clock. Brunch. Doughty, right back to him. Brunch up along the far side. Kyle Brunch fires down low for Baker. Baker trying to feed in front there, but Squarick, the big man, taking it the other way. Shot on, can't find the mark. Squarick kind of ripped that one, couldn't hit the net. Took a huge bounce off the backboard. I felt the shake from up here. Morimatsu with it now. Up along the far side. Brunch cycles in. Brunch still with it. Trying to feed Morimatsu in the slot, but they can't quite connect. Kellner scoops that one over the Blackfish. Trying to work it up to Gurney. Out of his reach though. Maximenko came out of the net to play it. Grizzlies take it the other way. Schuster throws that one for Baker. Finds its way to pinch it for Armstrong. Low shot, can't find the mark. Morimatsu though scoops it up. Morimatsu, little room, shot on. Aquino, a great save in tight. Ball still loose though. Took a little shove behind there by LaRock. So Grizz ball. Armstrong, low shot. Aquino turned him aside. Jensen with it. Trying to find the outlet pass, still with it. Jensen taking it in front of the Grizz bench. Works it to Watson, who finds it to Henning. Henning finds Vanachuk, backhand feed from a lot. Somehow stayed out of the net though. Maximenko. Not too sure how he made that save. Watson tags up. Fires that one across for Henning. Or works it around. Vanachuk kind of drops the shoulder, trying to power his way through. Watson, sharp angle shot. Maximenko not fooled. Lewis. And Billy Rollins comes in. And the Grizzlies have possession. Rollins for Lewis. Here come the Grizz. Now it's number 21, Vaughn Pinchin. Pinchin. Stutters. Low shot on. Aquino the save. They keep going low on Aquino. He says keep him coming as he makes another great save. Gurney throws that one across for Vanachuk. Vanachuk. Andre throws that back up top. Blackfish on the attack. Malott, single digits on the shot clock. Shot on. Maximeno the save. Rebound in there somewhere. Looks like we got a penalty here. Cross-checking's the call. Looks like it's going to be on the Grizz here. Two minutes, cross-checking. CJ Schuster set to serve his sentence. 2 minutes in the sin bin. Blackfish have a great chance to get that lead back. Malott, Watson, Henning, back up to Watson. Henning across the way from Malott. Watson, Henning, shot on. Boris Maximenko the save, rebound. Somehow stayed out. Maximenko. A couple quality chances there, turns him aside. Here comes Lewis. And the other way for the Grizz. Got to be careful here, down a man, don't want to overcommit. Baker in the neutral zone for Armstrong. Armstrong, Brunch, low shot on, Aquino the save. Scoops up that rebound. Looking up turf, fires it up. They connect. Laszlo Henning brings it into the attacking zone for the Blackfish. Andre, Watson. Watson, Henning, back up to him. Works out on one for Malott. Vanachuk, back to Malott. Watson, steps into it. Shot on, good save, Maximenko. Looks like he got the left shoulder on that one and turned it aside. Watson scoops it up, goes up and over and scores. My, oh my, number 9. How do you like that one, ladies and gentlemen, as he goes aerial and puts it in. Blackfish in front, 7-6. Wow. That's my money for the TSN highlight of the night. Watson kind of followed his own rebound, scooped it up. And instead of wrapping around, he decides to go up and over. Great goal. Connor Watson. Face off now. Won by Quebec. Squarick, man on, shrugs that one off. Throws that across the way for Abrams, who works it up quickly. To Malott. Malott. Good checking there by number 8, Ethan Quinn. Step for step with him. But he's able to offload and finds Henning. Henning. Bounce pass. Vanachuk. Who finds it back to Watson. Watson. Threw it across there for Shum, but ran out of time. Here come the Grizz. Mog throws it across for Morimatsu. Morimatsu, low shot on Aquino, the save. Grizzlies keep wanting to go low on Aquino. I don't know if that's the play, but they're committed. And you gotta respect that. Tag it up now. Cam Squarick throws that one across for Shum, who works it down low. Low shot on there by Vanachuk, can't quite find the mark. Ball finds its way to LeBerge, who's gonna tag up and wait for some reinforcements. Baker works over for Brunch. Brunch up on the attack on the far side. Still with it, fires it up for Armstrong. Armstrong down low for Manarino. Manarino, backhand shot. Quick little shot there. Kino not fooled. Quebeca throws that one across for LaRue, who works it to Andre, who's kind of hiding out down there this whole time. Andre with it again. Long shot on. Maximento the save. Rebound scooped up by Watson. Low shot on. Another save, Boris Maximenko. Jack Margetson picks that one up with a head of steam. He's got a man with him. Margetson tags up. Unloads. Finds his man in Vaughn Pinchin. Vaughn Pinchin. Armstrong. Armstrong. Shot on. Aquino the save. Rebound. Scooped up by the Grizz. They'll maintain possession. Morimatsu up along the far side. Cuts in. Fires across for Armstrong. Denon Armstrong with it now. Back up to Morimatsu. Morimatsu. Shot on. Aquino makes the save. Excuse me. Conrad Squarick now. The big man. Powering his way towards the net. Great save. Boris Maximenko, though. Grizzlies with it now. Armstrong into the attacking zone. Shot on. Blocked in front. That's 32. That's Cam Squarick. Lost it, though. Ball up for grabs in the neutral zone. Andre for Henning. Henning throws it away. Throws it across, to Malott. Malott back to Henning. Long shot on. Boris Maximenko made the save. Maximenko fires it up for Lewis. They connect. Bit of an odd man rush here for the Grizz. They got a chance. Buchan shot on. Aquino made the save, though. Looking for the long lead pass. Likes to check it down, though. Blackfish on the attack. Gets Gurney. And a spun off that one. Finds Quebeca. Quebeca brings it onto the attacking zone. Quebeca back up for Watson. Watson works it over for Vanachuk. Works it over. Pass across from Shum to Watson. Scores! Connor Watson scores again for the Blackfish. What a goal from number 9, the captain of the men in red. Blackfish now double up as they extend their lead to 2. 8-6 for the Blackfish. Face off. A spin move won there by Margetson. Grizzlies on the attack. Armstrong with it now, brings it into the offensive zone. Fires that one back for Baker. Morimatsu. Baker. Kyle Brunch. Works it over for Armstrong, makes a move, shot on. Aquino made the save. Aquino let a couple quick ones in. 4 goals to be exact in that first quarter of action, but he's really settled in. Backstopping the Blackfish to this lead here at the Langley Event Center on a frosty Tuesday, November evening. Andre across the way for Shum. Shum works it to Malott. Malott steps into the high slot. Shot on, can't find the mark. Clock expires. Grizzlies ball. On the attack. That's Schuster bringing it up. Finds Mogg, who leaves that one for Armstrong. Armstrong, long shot on. Aquino just got a piece of that one. Ball still loose, corralled in by Doughty. Grizzlies maintain possession. Excuse me, that was Pinchin. Armstrong with it now. Little back step there. Fakes the shot, keeps it, shot on, scores! Denon Armstrong. What an effort there, number 24, as he brings the Grizzlies within one. Persistence is key, ladies and gentlemen. The Grizzlies, they just stuck with it. Hard nose to the ball, first one's there. Good things happen when you have possession, and even better things do when you throw the ball on net. Denon Armstrong strikes back for the Grizz as they're within one. Face off now. Still up for grabs, Grizzlies. Awarded possession. Manarino with it now in the neutral zone. Works it across for Brunch. Brunch. Baker. Baker looking. Fires it across. Finds Morimatsu. He's got a little room. Shot on. Blocked in front. I believe that was number 8. Butch LaRock got in front of that one. Brunch spin move. Scores! Oh my! What I say about that relentlessness by the Grizzlies. Brunch. Great goal there. And it's all tied up again. 8 apiece. What a game we have on our hands here. Back and forth action. This one's looking like it's going to come right down to the wire. Quebec and Margetson set to wage war in the circle. This time it's Margetson who comes out on top. Ball kind of changing possession there in the neutral zone. When the dust settles, it's Blackfish ball. Conrad Square throws that one up for Malott, who works it around for Shum. Shum retreats briefly, throws it up top for Andre. Drew Andre, little bounce pass there from Malott. He scoops that one up. Long shot on, good save, Maximenko. He checks that one down, finds his man in Island. Throws that across for Doughty. Doughty plays that one back to Pinchin. Pinchin with it now. Just over 2 minutes remain in this third quarter of action. On Pinchin, tries the backhand feed for Armstrong. They can't connect, but Baker's right there. Brunch with it now, long shot on! Oh my! Beat Aquino, but not the iron. Armstrong fakes the pass, then delivers. Pinchin for Brunch. Brunch in the high slot. Shot on Aquino, the save. Rebound, it's up for grabs. It's Baker, though, who comes out with it. Flips that one for Brunch just behind him. So he'll tag up and corral the loose ball. Armstrong up top. Finds Doughty. Doughty makes a move. Hard hit there by Conrad Squarick. A little bit of the extracurricular there. Caden Doughty, not afraid of anything. Conrad Squarick pleading his case, but to no avail. What about for the call here? 2 minutes. Checking from behind. Watson went out to plead his ref's case, but quickly redirected back to where he came. Back to the bench. With that being said, here we go. Power play for the Grizz. Morimatsu, Manarino right back to him. Manarino for Baker. Baker, backdoor pass, Manarino, shot on Aquino, the save. Heads up play by the Blackfish goalkeeper. Brunch for Armstrong to Baker. Baker, Armstrong, Brunch. Back to Armstrong now with it. Brunch, Armstrong. Fires that one across for Manarino out of his reach. Corrals it in. Low shot on. Aquino made the save. Rebound. Still up for grabs. Who's got it? That one's scooped up by Primus. Blows a tire. But as he goes to the ground, able to get that one out. Maximenko comes out of his net. 45 and change remain in this third quarter of action. Armstrong, Brunch. Morimatsu, Manarino, back to him. Grizzlies working around in the offensive zone. Armstrong, Morimatsu out of his reach. Manarino's right there though. Brunch now with it. Shot on! Can't quite find the mark. Ball takes a bounce off the backboard and then into the high rafters. 20 seconds remain in this Conrad Squarick penalty. Laszlo Henning with it now. Blackfish might have the last shot of the quarter here. No. Billy Rollins had a race against the clock. Leaves it over, shot on. Oh my. 8 apiece through 3. All right, lacrosse fans. Strap in, buckle up. Here we go. Fourth quarter of action starts right now. Face off. Still up for grabs. Corralled in by the Grizz. That's Buckin with a head of steam. Fires that one across for Mogg. Broken up. Scooped up though. Mogg. Nifty stick work there. Denon Armstrong with it now. Squarick. Out of the box. Even strength. Blackfish kill that one off. Armstrong low shot on. Somehow finds its way to the back of the net. Great goal by the Grizz there. Not what I'd call a high quality shot, but kind of took a couple bounces through traffic and beat Aquino. Grizzlies with the lead to open this fourth quarter of action. Face off now. Won by Quebec. A nifty play to bring it up, might I add. Threw it over for Watson, but couldn't quite handle. LeBerge throws it up for Morimatsu. Brunch. Morimatsu works that one over for Denon Armstrong. Armstrong. The southpaw low shot on. Aquino made the save. Long lead pass. Intended for Gurney there, but he blew a tire as he was trying to collect that one. Rollins scoops that one up for Morimatsu. Throws that one over for Brunch. Kyle Brunch. Armstrong. Grizzlies on the attack. Schuster lost that one momentarily. Scooped it up, found his way to Morimatsu. Backhand feed for Brunch, down low, goes aerial and scores. Another goal by Kyle Brunch. My, oh my. Back-to-back goals for number 33. And ladies and gentlemen, I don't know if you watched this game last week, but the Grizzlies were deadly on the attack without Brunch. Now that he's back in the equation, watch out. Grizzlies in control. Face off now. Still up for grabs. It's in there somewhere. Blackfish coming out with it though. Cam Squarick shot on. Good save, Maximenko. Mogg scoops that one up in the neutral zone. You can tell both teams understand that this game's starting to run out of real estate. There's a little bit of intensity now by both sides. Morimatsu fakes a shot, keeps it, fires it across. Finds his man in Armstrong. Dead in Armstrong. Walks into the high slot. Good save, Aquino. Aquino now with it. Long lead pass intended for Watson. They connect. Watson, nifty little footwork there. He's got it up along the far side. Blackfish captain. Throws that one across. Now that's Vanachuk for Andre. Andre looking for Milan, the back door. Oh, they can't quite connect. My, oh my, that would have been a thing of beauty. But just a little off target. Kelly now for Lewis. Lewis has it now. Fires that one across for Brunch. Brunch with it. Working it around for Baker. Armstrong, Brunch, long shot on. Good save, Aquino. Rebound. Found his way to Schuster, who went to the ground but still kept possession. I think he's still got it. No, Aquino does. Aquino throws it up for Gurney. Gurney now in through the attack. Fires that one off for Henning. Henning. Intended there for Austin Vanachuk, who somehow kept it in. Deterring the over back call. Nice little nifty spin move there by Doughty. See a charging Watson breathing down his neck. LeBert throws that across. Little check from behind there on the Grizz. So possession awarded to the Blackfish, who promptly give it right back. Noah bucking through the neutral zone. He'll flip that one up for Manarino, who works it over to Morimatsu. Toru Morimatsu works that across for Aiden Baker to Armstrong. Armstrong across the way, Morimatsu. Long shot on Aquino, the save. Rebound. Scores. Aiden Baker gets an absolute gift from Aquino, who couldn't quite corral that rebound right to Aiden Baker's stick, who promptly puts it in the net. Grizzlies extend the lead to 3. Face off now. Margetson, Quebeca, who comes out on top. This time it's Margetson. Quinn with it now. Works over Morimatsu, who finds a streaking Vaughn Pynchon, who I think hit the side of the net. Ball kind of got lost in the netting there. So Blackfish ball. Spin move there by Shum. Works that one for Malott, right back to him. Shum makes a move, cuts in, loses it. Good check there by Mogg, scooped up by Rollins. Billy Rollins, right down Main Street. Shot on. Great save, Aquino, though, as he shuts the door. Blackfish now. Bringing it back the other way. Shot on, scores. Guess who, Connor Watson? Are you kidding me? My, oh my, Blackfish captain with another one. What a goal, number 9er. Blackfish not dead yet. Lot of lacrosse to play, ladies and gentlemen. This game's gonna come right down to the wire. Man, oh man. You gotta love it. You gotta love it. What a game. Little bit of extracurricular here. So possession's gonna be awarded to the Blackfish. That's Vanachuk. He starts out with it. Just under 5 minutes have gone by in this one. Good save, though. Boris Maximenko playing a little pick and roll for his team as well, directing a little traffic. Picked off, though. That's Vanachuk, who works it down low for Henning. Henning right back to him. Vanachuk shot on. Great save, Maximenko, as he shuts the door. Ball's still loose. Vanachuk in there. but it's the Grizzlies who maintain possession. Good forechecking by the Blackfish, but the Grizzlies break through. LeBerge has it now. Delayed penalty against the Blackfish. So Maximenko heads to the bench for the extra attacker. Costly penalty as the Blackfish were starting to get some momentum going their way. Let's see if the Grizz can capitalize. They do. Denon Armstrong feeds CJ Schuster down low for the one-timer. And the Grizzlies back in front by 3. What a goal. You know, that's the thing I love about this Grizzlies team, is they're relentless on their attack. No opportunity too small, no chance, not worth taking. They're tenacious, hard-nosed, and they play till the whistle. You gotta love that. Boris Maximenko has been playing solid between the pipes too. The Grizzlies have the inside track to remain undefeated on the season. 9 minutes separate them from that. Can they do it? Let's find out. Pinchin works it across for Morimatsu. Tori Morimatsu, he's got it now. Thwarts off an attack, makes a little dip move. Delivers to Aiden Baker. 9 seconds on the shot clock. Long shot on, can't find the mark. Morimatsu picks it up off the boards. Fires that one across. Nobody home. Off the boards, Mogg tried the wraparound attempt. Sorry, the backhand attempt, excuse me, but couldn't find the mark. Blackfish starting to feel the pressure. Time not on their side, but it's Ethan Malott with it. What can he do? Makes a move. Shot on. Oh, he hit the side of the net and couldn't quite toe the line. Maximenko throws that one up. They connect. That's Josh Kelly with it now in the attacking zone. Throws that one back for Brunch. Brunch makes a move. Delivers across. Armstrong goes to shoot, then holds up. Some nifty checking there by Gurney. Grizz bench not too happy about it, but that doesn't matter much. Off the bench is Watson, shot on. Boris Maximenko makes the save. Grizzlies the other way. Trying to find Pinchin off the bench. Schuster, they couldn't connect. Back the other way. Here's Watson again, shot on. Boris Maximenko with the save. My, oh my. Grizzlies netminer shuts the door. What a save. TSN highlight of the night. Armstrong working that around. Grizzlies on the attack. Brunch now with it. What can he do? 5 seconds on the shot clock. Low shot on. Aquino the save. That's our mid-quarter timeout. Andre Henning right back to him. Andre works that across. Ethan Malott with it now. Drew Andre. Watson. Watson across the way. Finds him on a lot. Good save. Maximenko. Lewis lost the lumber there momentarily, but no harm, no foul. Takes it up for the Grizz. Grizz set up shop. Morimatsu fires that one across for Pinchin. Back to him. Toru Morimatsu gets a little pick there from Brunch. Finds his way back to him. Shot on. Aquino the save. Rebound. Scooped up by Conrad Squarick. He's going to bring that one up. Fires that one over for Watson. Connor Watson with it now. Vanachuk. Austin Vanachuk throws that one over for Andre. Tags up. Fires that one across. Vanachuk. Little spin move. Backhand feed. You kidding me? Great shot by Malott. Good save, Boris Maximenko. Nifty bit of passing there by the Blackfish as they maintain possession. Blackfish on the attack. Watson looking, feeds across. Shum can't find the mark. Going the other way with it now. That's Eilert. Eilert's got LeBerge with him and Armstrong off the bench. Eilert shot on. The save, Okino, another shot on. Somehow stayed out. Okino even looked behind him, thought it was past him. Back the other way. Gurney shot on. Good save, Boris Maximenko. Shuts the door as the Grizzlies maintain the 3-goal lead. Back the other way with it now, that's Armstrong. He's got it. He's going to tag up. Finds Mogg, who's going to settle it down. Back and forth action here. But it's the Grizzlies with it now. Manorino works that one over. Shot on, Von Pinchen, good save, Aquino. Aquino throws that one up. Finds his man in LaRue. LaRue thwarts off a checking attempt by Mogg. Finds Vanachuk off the bench, who works it to Watson. He's got room. Shot on. Good save, Maximenko. Drew Andre keeps possession for the Blackfish. Watson, shot on, good save, Maximenko. Olot scoops that one up. Vanachuk now with it. Just under 4 minutes remain in this final quarter of action. Drew Andre with it now with the Blackfish. Shot on, can't find the mark. Vanachuk keeps it in. 3 seconds on the shot clock. Possession awarded to the Grizz, back over. They're going to take their time, get their attackers on. Toru Morimatsu with it now, finds Armstrong, right back to him. Morimatsu with it, delayed penalty. So Maximenko headed to the bench. Grizz going to get an extra attacker. Armstrong with it now. Brunch. Fires that down low, shot on. That was CJ Schuster. Rebound finds its way to Pinchin. Another shot on. That is not a good sign if you're a Blackfish fan. 2 minutes cross-checking. Quebec the culprit. Tough penalty to take there. Blackfish already had a bit of a hill to climb back. Now they made it just that much harder. So when it's all said and done, Quebec's penalty will expire. They'll have about just over a minute with even strength. But the Blackfish, they got to stay hungry. They got to stay on the attack even though they're down a man. Brunch works over for Morimatsu. Shot on, can't find the mark. Rebound, takes a bounce off the backboard to Denon Armstrong, who works it over to Manorino. Manorino, Brunch. Brunch now with it. Down low for Armstrong. Just out of his reach, though. Loose ball picked up by Kellner. Blackfish on the attack. Still with it is Kellner. Trying to leave that one for Watson. Watson, a one-man wrecking crew. Oh, my. He almost pickpocketed the entire Grizzlies team. My, oh, my. 2 minutes and change remain in this one. It's Grizzlies in control. Brunch. Morimatsu. Manorino right back to him. Brunch. Works that over. Armstrong. Baker. Back to him. Brunch. Then Armstrong feeds it quickly. Morimatsu shot on and scores. Toru Morimatsu. What a goal. And a great time. That extends the Grizz lead to 4. 2 minutes on the dot. Blackfish got to score about a goal every 30 seconds. And the Grizz have 4 to give. Excuse me, 3 to give. Great face-off one there by Jack Margetson, too. Grizzlies in control of the scoreboard, the possession, and the game so far. The light is starting to fade for the Blackfish as the Grizzlies are just working it around the offensive zone. Down low, great feed for Brunch, and he puts it past Aquino. The cherry on top, ladies and gentlemen. If there was any chance of a comeback, that might have been your dagger. My, oh my. 5 goals, $130. Crazier things have happened. Face off, big time face off here. Looks like it was one guy like a backup, but it was LeBerge who comes up with it. Grizzlies in control. Morimatsu from Manarino. Back to Morimatsu, works that one across. Armstrong, Morimatsu, works that one over to LeBerge. Shot on, Toru Morimatsu scores again. Oh my. The Grizzlies taking full opportunity to pad the stat sheet up a little bit. Just over a minute, and the Grizzlies will become the only undefeated team in the ALL West this season. My, oh my. What a game from the boys in black and brown. Quebeca wins the draw, but it's scooped up by Buchan. Grizzlies dominating the time of possession in this one, especially in this back half of this fourth quarter of action. It was a valiant effort by both sides. Doughty with it now. Gets escorted into the corner by Conrad Square, who's still laying the hurt on him. Ball kind of bounces its way. Maximenko out of his net, over and back. Delayed penalty here by LeBerge. Two minutes delay of game. Well, Aquino heads to the bench. Blackfish all in. They work it around. Laszlo Henning has it now down low. Urbanachuk tries to feed Drew Andre. Watson scoops that one up. No look pass. Urbanachuk scores on the one-timer. You got to admire the Blackfish playing hard to the end as they reach the double-digit mark. Great showing from both teams here tonight. And ladies and gentlemen, this might be a championship game preview, but tonight it's the Grizzlies getting it done here at the LEC. 15 seconds remain in this one. Quebeca with the draw. Good back check though by Jack Margetson, forcing the ball towards the Blackfish bench. A little bit of the rough stuff here as time is expiring on this one. Well, ladies and gentlemen, when the dust settles, all that's left is purely academic. My name's Braden Goodman, and on behalf of my team at 10 Feet Sports and Entertainment, thank you